Welcome, cadets. I am Mrs. Lieutenant J.S. Gaikwad, Madam, from Institute Yashwantrao Chavan, Varna Mahavidyalaya, Varna Nagar. My dear cadets, today we are going to start with the topic environmental awareness, that is water conservation. Okay, there are many subtopics in this topic. We know we are all facing COVID-19 pandemic situation, so there is no opening of the college and we miss some parades also, but we learning all these topic through online video lectures. Okay, best luck for your study and start with the topic water conservation. Part first, that is water conservation introduction. Our basic needs, we know that food, water and house, but the natural heat source, which is the most fundamental source and precious resource, that is the water. Without water we cannot live on the planet. Okay, life possible on our planet is because of very important and precious resource and most fundamental substance, that is water. The global supply of the water is fixed and finite. It's fixed and finite. See here, this is the image of our earth. 2/3 portion of the earth is occupied by water and the remaining parts are the lands. Water is found in three forms. Salty water, 97% found in oceans, 2% ice cold pack glaciers, 2%, and 1% which is the usable water, that is found in river, lakes, groundwater, ponds. Okay, see here, 2/3 of the planet is covered by water. Distribution of water on the earth, here is the table. 97% water, salty water in oceans, 2% glaciers, that is ice locked up in polar regions, 1% trapped in underground reservoirs. For every 1000 gallons of water on earth, only 3 gallons, listen carefully, for every 1000 gallons of water on earth, only 3 gallons are drinkable. 1 gallon of water is equal to 3.78. Here is the value. See here, 3.78 liters of water. Okay, what is the value of gallon? 1 gallon of water contains 3.78 liters of water. Only 3 gallons are drinkable water. Today, human population goes on increasing, so there is an increase in their demand, their desire to live standard life. This standard of living increases the demands of fresh water resource. One of the demand, that is the fresh water resource demand. Much of the world's fresh water is consumed by water. Already we told the forms: oceanic water, glaciers and fresh water. Okay, from ocean water, fresh water is different. Ocean water is a salty water and 97% water is a oceanic water. Much of the world's fresh water is consumed by, I am talking about the fresh water. Much of the world's fresh water is consumed by. We depends on the fresh water, not the ocean water. The drinkable water is the fresh water. Okay, this fresh water is consumed by, see here, agricultural sector, by the sector agricultural. Here is the agricultural field. All plants are depends on the water. It is a living thing like us. Okay, all plants survive on this water. Industrial work, industrial sector also needs water, and domestic sectors. Okay, household, indoor, outdoor, all these parts including domestic. Okay, official works, some hospitals, all these sectors need water for the various utilization, for various purposes. Okay, so these sectors consume the fresh water. Here 3 glasses. In these 3 glasses there is a water. Now introductions here. Much of the world currently suffering due to lack of clean water. There is a lack of clean water. Most of the parts of the India lack clean water because of only for human being. Okay, we are the cause for the pollution of the water. Anthropogenic activities. Anthropology means the study of human beings. Okay, anthros is the word for the human being. We are the cause for the pollution of the water. So there is a lack of clean water. In many parts of the India, freshwater crisis already exists. With only 1% of water available for human consumption, only 1% of water available for human consumption, we must treat our water supply with more respect. For getting this clean water, we must treat this water with more respect, with new technology. Okay, see here. First glass, that is good, second glass is a better, and third one is the best. There is a thin line between good and better. Again, in better and best there is also thin line, but which line would you select? You definitely select the best. Okay, good, from good, better is greater than good, and best is greater than better. Best is greater than better, so we select best. That is a clean water. Okay, therefore it is extremely important to get this clean water. It is extremely important to seek out, find out, and start using all the innovative water conservation solution, water conservation techniques, methods. Some researches also carried out on this water conservation that are available today. Okay, if suppose such not happens, we get polluted water and diseases cause, various diseases caused to these human beings. Okay, see here, we select best. So for this best, there is a need of water conservation. There are need of the innovative techniques, methods of the water conservation. So the next subtopic, that is a water conservation techniques. Ways to conserve the water indoors, that is household. Okay, water conservation starts from our house, our own house. First we consider from our house, then talking about the outdoors. Okay, first we come to the point in our house. From start cleaning of the water from our house. Ways to conserve water indoors. See here, which are these ways? Close the taps while brushing teeth, shaving, soaping, bathing, cleaning of the clothes. We always do not take the care doing all these things during morning, when while we teeth brushing, okay, males shaving, soaping, bathing. During this much of water get wasted. So close the taps during these things. Use water efficient flushes, and if possible, toilets with dual flushing systems. Ensure that there are no leaks in house. If suppose leakage is found, much of water get lost. There is a wastage of water. Ensure that there are no leaks in house, in the pipelines, taps and toilets. While washing the dishes by hands in kitchens, okay, don't let the water run while rinsing. So females always take care about this, that there is no wastage of water during this activity. During washing the pots, okay, during working in kitchens, fill one sink with the wash water and other with rinse water. Another, for when work in the garden, okay, you will watering when you work with the watering on the lawns and gardens take care that to minimize the evaporation, watering on the lawn and garden in the morning or evening when temperature is cool. So there is no wastage of water. Never throw the water unnecessarily on the road, which can be used for gardening and cleaning. After usable water, you do not throw this water. You can use this water for cleaning the toilet, bathrooms. Monitor water bill, which is the most important. Water bill for unusually high use. Water bill and meter are tools that can help to discover the leaks. Here some are the images, photographs. Here bathing, brushing, and the man cleaning the cars, but there is a wastage of water. Do not close the taps during this activity. Sufficient water can use by you. That is leakage of here water, okay, from the tap. This lady unnecessarily open the tap and there is a wastage of water. Wastage of water in the garden, leakage in the pipeline. And here the lady throw the water on the road. Avoid these things to conserve the water. Other practices also to conserve the water. Which are these? Judicious use of water for irrigation. Now come to the point, outdoor, for the outdoor water conservation. Before this we studied indoor water conservation. Here judicious use of water for irrigation. Irrigation generally carried out where there is a irregular rainfall, drought conditions, dry places, okay. Industrial water recycling system and rainwater harvesting. These are the other practices for the water conservation. Water conservation practices for water utilities. See here, metering, leak detection and repairing water lines. If suppose you want to water conserve properly, then which practices should applied by us? Metering, leak detection, repairing water lines, well capping in villages, retrofitting programs. What is retrofitting? It is a technique to modify the old techniques, renovation, and prevents the damage to such old techniques. Pricing and water waste reuse, developing public education programs and drought condition management plans. Here is the photograph of the drought management plans, drought condition. Metering, here water meter, leak detection and repairing water lines, well capping, photography of the well capping, retrofitting programs, wastewater use, here wastewater use management, and developing public education. Here is a photograph of Yashwantrao Chavan Varna Mahavidyalaya, 6 Maharashtra Girls Battalion as well as 56 Boys Battalion also there. All Varna sector NCC cadets carried out World Day, Water Conservation Day, okay, Water Day on 22nd March 2019. This is the example of the public education program. Through rally, they give messages to conserve the water. They give awareness about the water conservation. Now, come to the point, agricultural water conservation practice. Judicious use of waste for irrigation. I already told about the irrigation carried out generally where there is a irregular rainfall. It is most important in that part, in that regions, drought condition regions, dry condition regions. Practices such as drip irrigation can save large quantities of water. So irrigation is most important. It is other practice. Okay. Drip irrigation can save large quantities of water. Careful and judicious use of water for irrigation can lead to irrigation much more land. And these two parts here. Here, industrial and common water conservation practice. Before this, we studied the irrigation part. Okay, now here, industrial and commercial water conservation practice. In case of industries, installing water recycling systems, industries could save large amounts of water. By recycling system can save large amount of water. Use of water recycling practices. There are two practices: cooling water recirculation and wash water recycling. Okay, these are the two recycling practices in case of industries. Other methods to initiate the water conservation: public awareness program through rally, through drawing the pictures, through media, okay, by an essay writing, using different media, they can give awareness about this water conservation. Nukkad Natak, for example, on the roads, community dramas, water audits, all these media helps to give the message about the water conservation, which is the most essential with thing. Suppose if there is only one drop remaining of water on the earth, what happens? Okay, rainwater harvesting, which is the one of the most successful technique being used in India. Okay, now the next slide is about the rainwater harvesting. Here is the image of this rainwater harvesting catchment of the rainwater. Okay, this here storage faculty and recharge facility, storage facility and recharge facility. Rainwater harvesting part 2. We now completed part 1 about the introduction and the ways of the water conservation, indoor as well as outdoor. Okay, irrigation and industrial, how they can avoid the wastage of the water and how they conserve water by recycling system, irrigation system in agriculture field. Okay, now rainwater harvesting. So water harvesting technique had been evolved and developed centuries ago. What is rainwater harvesting? See here, rainwater harvesting is the process of augmenting the natural filtration of rainwater into the underground formation by some artificial methods. You should write down this meaning of the rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting is the process of augmentation, the natural filtration of rainwater into the underground formation by some artificial methods. Another meaning also there: conscious collection. See here, conscious collection and storage of rainwater to cater to demands of water for drinking, domestic purpose and irrigation. Drinking, domestic purpose and irrigation is termed as rainwater harvesting, which is the most important technique for the water conservation. See here, it is a picture of rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting, simple meaning: capturing the runoff the rainwater in our own house, village, town or city. Rainwater harvesting, simply meaning, I repeat, capturing the runoff the rainwater in our own house, village, town or city. The harvested water can be used for drinking. I already told about this, the use of this rain harvest water. Okay, drinking water also, if the storage is tank, that can be assessed and cleaned when needed. Here is a photography. Here drum tank in which this technique can be carried out. Harvested water can be used for drinking purpose. here. What are the advantages of this rainwater harvesting? These are the advantages: reduce the runoff, preserve groundwater, reduce environmental losses, lessen drought period. It is most important for survival on the planet. Lessen drought period. If suppose all areas undergoes the drought condition, what happens? We cannot survive. The animals, plants, including us, we cannot survive. So rainwater harvesting is the most important technique for the water conservation. Plan to sustainability. These are the advantages of this rainwater harvesting. Why harvest rainwater? Again question arises in mind. Okay, again advantages. Why harvest rainwater? What is the purpose of this technique? Arrest groundwater. That is stop. Arrest groundwater decline and augment groundwater table. Reduce soil erosion. You also learn about the soil pollution in your general knowledge study, or BSc students also know, or in environmental study there is a point of the soil erosion. Reduce soil erosion. Due to pollution it happens. Inculcate a culture of water conservation. Beneficiate water quality in aquifers. What is aquifer? It is a layer of water underground. Okay. Below the underground, what are there is a permeable rocks which can percolate, which can absorb this water. That is aquifers. It is a layer of water below the ground, underground. Last most, conserve surface water runoff during monsoon. So for these reasons, rainwater harvesting is important technique. Arrest groundwater decline and augment groundwater table. Reduce soil erosion. Inculcate a culture of water conservation. Beneficiate water quality in aquifers and conserve surface water runoff during monsoon. See, here is a photography. Beneficiate water quality in aquifers. These are the aquifers. Okay. Here flowing artesian well. There is aquifers. A layer of water underground. Confining layer, impermeable. It is a impermeable, no doubt. Confined aquifer, unconfined aquifer, top of the confined aquifer. See here, these are the aquifers. Water table well. Okay. And piezometric surface in confined aquifer. These are the aquifers which helps in this technique, that is rainwater harvesting. It is a technique of rainwater harvesting. Need of rainwater harvesting. Again, same thing. Why there is a essentiality of rainwater harvesting? Recharge subsoil on the groundwater, thus increasing the level of the water. Helps to create the large quantity of pollution free clean water. We know due to industrialization, civilization, increasing population, okay, many other reasons also create the pollution of water, air, soil. So see here, in this situation there is a need of rainwater harvesting in case of water pollution. Helps to create the large quantity of pollution free clean water that can be stored in huge tanks or ponds. Reduce the dependency on treated water supply to a great extent. Reduces the dependence on the treated water supply to great in many houses. Okay, there is a various instruments for cleaning of the water. So this reduces the dependence of treated water supply to great extent. This rainwater harvesting. Ensure ready supply of water on the land surface, thereby reducing dependence on the groundwater. Ensure ready supply of water on the land surface, thereby reducing the dependence on the groundwater. These are the needs of rainwater harvesting. Types of rainwater harvesting. There are different methods of rainwater harvesting. Ground catchment system, that is channelized through the ground surface. Okay, ground catchment systems. Roof catchment system, that is the rainfall on the top and then get stored. Roof catchment system. Here underground ground catchment system. See here in the house, roof catchment system. And subsurface dikes. In the next lecture we studied about the what is the subsurface dikes. Ground catchment system, roof catchment system, and subsurface dikes. These are the types of rainwater harvesting. There may be a question in exam, so you should know about the types of rainwater harvesting: ground catchment system, roof catchment system, and subsurface dike. These are the three types of rainwater harvesting. Groundwater catchment system, what is this? See here, generally this method is considered in areas where rainwater is very rare. Other sources of water also not available. Where this method is carried out, rainwater, where the rainwater is rare and other sources of water are not available. They are more suited to small communities than individual families. It is mostly functionable in communities as compared to individual families, and it is ideally suitable for villages in rural India. Roof catchment system. Roof catchment system channelizes the rainwater. I already told about what is the roof catchment system. Roof catchment system channelizes the rainwater that falls on the roof into a storage tank. From roof then into storage tank via a system of pipes, and is most suited for towns and cities. In case of ground catchment system, where it is suitable in communities as compared to the individual families, and it is suitable in the villages. Here it is the most suitable in towns and cities, both in towns and cities. Rainwater harvesting system requires regular maintenance and cleaning. It is not easily for this technique. It requires maintenance and cleaning to keep the system hygienic and in good working order. Otherwise, there may be contamination of the water may be get polluted, there may be a growth of the germs in this water if hygienic condition is not properly maintained. Roofs and pipes for this, because this system is channelized through a pipes, tanks, roofs. So roofs and pipes should have sufficient incline. The position is a incline to avoid the standing water, and must be strong enough and large enough to carry the peak flows of the rainwater. This is about the roofs and pipes, okay, because this carried out via the pipes, then get stored in tanks. So what may be condition about the tanks? Tanks should be covered always. See, there is a picture, okay, irrigation system. This is the roof of the house, how it get harvested here, okay. Storage tanks, what is the condition of storage tank? It should be always covered, because readily mosquito lays the eggs. From these eggs the larvae hatched out, and these larvae acts as a vectors for the diseases, okay. We know the various diseases caused by these mosquito. There are 3 varieties of mosquito, you know, okay. Aedes aegypti, Culex mosquito, Anopheles, and generally female mosquito causes the diseases. Female Anopheles mosquito acts as a vector for the disease, that is a malaria. It transmits the malaria to healthy person, from infected to healthy person. And all these mosquito larvae get found in such waters if they are open tanks. So storage tank should be covered to prevent the mosquito breeding and to reduce the evaporation losses, contamination and algal growth, okay. If there is a more algal growth found, what happens? You know, after death of this algae, on this bacteria growth occurs, and if this bacteria consumes the oxygen, if they are depend on the oxygen, these bacteria consume the oxygen from the water. So water such water lacks the oxygen, and without oxygen what happens, some organism which depends on the organism in that water, they get killed automatically. So these precautions must be taken during these roof catchment systems about the roofs and pipes and storage tanks. That is a hygienic condition. Third one, surface dike or groundwater dam. It is also known as another name for the surface dike, that is groundwater dams. Groundwater, it is the picture of groundwater dam. Okay, dams. A surface dike is built an aquifer. We already discussed about the aquifer. Okay, a subsurface dike is built in an aquifer to obstruct the natural flow, of the groundwater, thereby raising the groundwater level and increase the amount of water stored in the aquifers. In this method, they store the large amount of water in the aquifer. For this example here, largest subsurface dike is at where Krishi Vigyan Kendra, Kannur under Kerala Agriculture University with the support of ICAR has become an effective method for the groundwater dams. See here, this is the photography of the Krishi Vigyan Kendra, Kannur under Kerala Agriculture University. Groundwater recharge. It is also most important content in topic water conservation. Groundwater recharge. What is the groundwater recharge? See here, it is a photography of the groundwater recharge. Rainwater may also be used to recharge groundwater. We know the recharge word in case of mobile. You all now engaged for the lectures in mobile. So you always take care about the recharging of the mobiles. Okay, recharge already detailed, but again recharge. Same thing function occurs in groundwater. Rainwater may also be used to recharge groundwater, where the runoff on the groundwater is collected and allowed to be absorbed, adding to the groundwater. What happens in groundwater recharge? Rainwater. What is the steps? Rainwater may be also used to recharge the groundwater, no doubt. Runoff the rainwater on the ground collected. This rainwater get collected from the ground, allowed to be absorbed, adding see here, rainwater fall on the ground, collected, allowed to absorb, and adding to the groundwater, that is groundwater recharge. In India, this groundwater recharge, where it is found in India, reservoirs called tanks. Such reservoirs are known as tanks, which were shallow with mud walls that used to store the water. Ancient tanks also found. We generally call the in Marathi, okay, vihir, wells in English. Ancient tanks still exist in some places, in villages. In India, in this groundwater recharge includes bowdis and jodas or ponds, which collect the runoff rainwater from the small streams in a wide area. See here photography. Johadas. See here, it is the place of Johadas. Groundwater recharge. Sorry, this photograph is the Johadas. And first one, again back, that is the ancient tanks. See here, ancient tanks still exists in some places. This is the example of groundwater recharge. And next, that is the Johadas. Next part, see here, what are these advantages in urban area? All these are the advantages in urban areas. What are the advantages of water conservation? To provide the supplement water for the city's requirement, as per the requirement of the city, because there is a more population in the city, so there is a most demand for the fresh water. So to provide supplemental water for the city's requirement, to increase the soil moisture levels in the urban greenery. Okay, soil moisture is most important for the greenery development in the urban areas. To increase the groundwater, I first hide these pictures because you concentrate on that picture. Whenever I required, I again show this picture. To increase the groundwater table through artificial recharge. Okay, to increase the groundwater table through artificial recharge. To mitigate the urban flooding and to improve the quality of groundwater. See here. What advantages found in groundwater recharge? Again, this is the photography. Mitigate. Here is the flooding in 2019. The disaster happens. One thing happens, that is flood occurs in Maharashtra, all districts. Here is the photograph of the Sangli and Kolhapur flood. Okay, to mitigate urban flooding and to improve the quality of groundwater. In urban areas of the developed world, at a household level, harvested rainwater can be used for flushing toilets, washing laundry, showering or bathing. All these are advantage of the rainwater harvesting, groundwater recharge. Okay, to provide the supplement water for the city's requirement. These techniques of the water conservation helpful generally most in case of urban areas because there is a overpopulation of the human beings. There is a more demand for the standard of living, and for this they also require the increased demand for the utility of the clean water, fresh water, to increase the soil moisture level for the development of the greenery in urban areas, to increase the groundwater table through artificial recharge, to mitigate urban flooding and to improve the quality of groundwater. In urban areas of the developed world, at a household level, harvested rainwater can be used for flushing the toilets, washing laundry, showering and bathing. Now conclusion. From this topic, what conclusion come out? There is no alternative for these water conservation. Suppose you consider there is no water on the earth. Is there any alternative for drinking purpose? No. You cannot take the another liquid for the survival. You for some time you can take, but you cannot survive on that liquid. This liquid also prepared from the water, and this water should be clean. There is no alternative resource for this important natural water resource. Life sustains on the earth because only these valuable resource, fundamental resource, that is the water. Okay, if there is no water, any life cannot survive on the earth. The last most conclusion, that is the inefficient management of these important natural resources has caused a situation of crisis in many parts of the world, including India. Therefore, it is very important that we conserve this important commodity. Save life, save water. Save water, save life. See here, if there is the last drop of water, what happens? This is the picture of that last drop, and here the picture which gives the message: save water, save life. Jai Hind.